Hey, 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 welcome in, world. Today we're going to take a quick look at tailored spaces. That's what today's stream's about, and all we're really here for today. We might do something else after we take a look at that, but for now, we're going to take a look at tailored spaces. And we've been looking at it tailored spaces a lot is we've been building and decorating some of the fleet here. This being the latest member of the fleet, the Ironside Intergalactic Hallowed Devils Iron Tiger is the official name for this vessel. Credit Bablonia for that. Bablonia suggested the name Crouching Tiger. I like that name, but I played around with it a little bit and wanted to incorporate Ironside Intergalactic because this is an Ironside Intergalactic design, and it will be going up on Nexus as such, and it's for the Hallowed Devils, so we had to work that in there. And I like the tiger thing, so tiger and Ironside made it Iron Tiger. But anyway, we got a bunch of Xenos hanging out with us and my crew running around, and what we're going to do is we're going to run over here to the open area, and I'm going to place everything that is in tailored spaces out on the pad here, and then we'll eventually go in the ship and take a look at some of that. But in the meanwhile, we can take a look at the Xenos hanging around with us. We have progressed a little bit in the quest lines and stuff. I know I said this is the live look here for tailored spaces, and it will be. This is where I'm going to be getting the footage that eventually is going to make the standalone actual review, not the live stream showcase review. There will be a different version. But in the meantime, you guys know me, I can't help but fail to stay on task. And welcome in, Ghost Rider, it's good to see you. Hey, Synthetic Psalms. Iron Tiger sounds like a Bruce Lee flick. Yes. Hey, Synthetic Psalms. Alright, so what we're going to do, I was saying we've been pushing the Vanguard quest line a little bit. So I have managed to get 3 of my special Xeno friends that you get from having Xeno Master. I have Vismar, Bronchosaurus, and Vragon. We also have a stable of Terramorphs, so we're not to be toyed with. But we're going to use this big old Dark Star landing pad here as a good place to build. So we're going to open up our Outpost build menu, and we're going to go down here to Tailored Spaces. You see Tailored Spaces has its own interaction spot. Hey Will, how you doing today? We're going to go ahead and place everything that is in Tailored Spaces. Well, there's a couple of specialty items I don't think I'm going to place, but other than that, we're going to place everything. Woo! Brunky just... I don't know what Brunky's up to, but he just dove off the side of the... Alright, Brunky. You do you. So Brunky just jumped off the side of the outpost there. Maybe there's a Terramorph down there that he's all pissed off about. Who knows? But you got these really nice bars, and you got it in a black and a white. 214 items in this, and we're going to place them all. And then you have the tall version, and we'll be taking a close look at all of the stuff. And then we got the veneer. After we got everything placed, we'll come back, and I'm going to take my time taking a look at all of it. Maybe Sweet Pea and some members. I didn't let nobody know I was doing this. This is just, y'all know me, Thorgan, completely unscripted, unplanned. I didn't have this planned. I do have an interview with Sweet Pea planned for tomorrow. I didn't want it to be all about Tailored Spaces because Sweet Pea's more than just her new mod. I'm sure she would like to make it, well, not make it about her new mod, but I'm sure she'd like to talk about her new mod, and I'm sure we will. But she's done a lot of good mods, and she does a lot of cool stuff in the community. So I was going to go ahead and do a little bit of this before we do our little interview tomorrow. I'm excited for that because I've never done an interview, and I would like to do an interview series of content creators and mod authors. Something I've always wanted to do. I'm not really pushed forward on that because, well, Sweet Pea's doing that herself. She's been interviewing a lot of really cool mod authors the last few weeks. Been doing like a get to know the mod author like every week. So Monday, let's return the favor and get to know Sweet Pea, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Hey, what's up? Hey. Oh boy, I will try. Yanbanabi. I'm not going to pronounce that correctly to save my life, but thank you. We appreciate you coming in, and welcome to the show. I hope you like it. Hope you find something here of use to you. Enjoy the time here. We got a pretty chill community. A lot of us are streamers that you'll see in here, and if they're not streamers, they'll probably be mod authors, and not mod authors, definitely people who love the game and love the game themselves. I do appreciate the follow. That is awesome sauce. I think my Twitch follows are starting to grow a little bit, which is really neat. Might get back to 1,000 there. I'd like to get to 250 subs on YouTube. That'd be really neat. That'd show a little bit of growth. But it's not about the growth for me. For me, it's about shining a positive light on other mod authors and content creators, having a laugh at myself and having a good time as I go. Check this one out. This is the Crimson. Let's stick this one over here kind of by itself. It's the Crimson Starborn bed. See the decal pop up on it right there after you place it, and it'll have a red glow under it instead of the teal glow that the other ones have under them. How cool is that? All right, and then you're gonna have the Starborn beds with like a wood grain. You know, I should have put some of my Xenos up before I did this, because they're gonna be walking around getting all kinds in the way. We weren't going for an organized layout here, because I can delete all this later. But we're going to place all 214 objects, or 240, or 200 and some objects that are in here, except for the specials. So there's a couple of specials. I probably won't place those. But these are Starborn beds with different blanket covers and like a wood grain instead of the standard Starborn metal looking one. I think they look really classy. And then we're gonna get in some other beds. We got a double bed here, black. This is my favorite one. I keep putting it in on the ships for some reason. Let me get by you guys. I got a few Xenos and a little bit of a big group here in my crowd. So you have the double bed black. I'll get it placed eventually if Brunky doesn't get his tail in the way again. Hey Bublonia, hey Will. You guys doing all right? IB Bips, great to see you in, buddy. Hey Christina, hey Synthetic Psalms. Everybody doing good. We're gonna drop in a random y'all know me, I'm going to drop some random shouty outies there in the chat as we're looking at these beds here. This is the black double bed with the red blanket. I like these too. These are really cool. Like you doing like an Aquila, or your outpost has got like a rustic look. Check out the headboard on that bad boy. Ain't that cool? Got the lights on it too. Let's get this placed somewhere here. Clyde. Excuse me, Clyde. We'll drop that there. That's got the red blanket on it, I think. Or was that the gray one? That's the gray one. Let's do the red one. Yeah, there's the red one. We'll squeeze this in here somewhere. It's good to see you, Bublonia. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody's having a good day. You having a good day, Christina? Now, I might talk about anything while we're doing the live look here, because I'm actually going to use the footage here will be the cut up stuff, so it'll have a different probably audio over it for the actual standalone review. Or maybe, who knows, it might get cut up and just be this. I don't know yet. Depends on how it goes. But I hope everyone's having a good day today. I tried to watch a little football earlier. Yeah, I like the sports ball. Turns out my team's just as hot garbage as they always are. So, probably won't be watching as much ball this year. I'll watch them get smashed. Now these all right here, these things that I'm placing all right now, these are all actually immersive containers, and we'll be checking them out here. Let me get them all placed right here and I'll show you some coolness with them. I like this clothes hamper. Don't that look good? Stick that in beside like a wash machine on your ship, or it's a good looking clothes hamper. Nice and realistic looking. Texture on it's really good too. And this container is just like, if you want to do like, say you had ship parts or something. Alright, so these are all actually containers right here. See, immersive container. That's a ship part. You can put your ship repair parts in there. There's another container. That one does not stay wherever you put it, and there's, I think, one or two of these don't. That one moves. That one's static. And the hamper can be moved. So these three are not static, so you got to watch out for that. Check this one out though. When you open it, it makes a cool sound. Did you hear that? Ain't that cool? You hear the zipper? So just know when you place this one, be aware that it's not static. It can be bumped around. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these so I don't have to chase them all over the world later. Shuffles a mirror. But the other ones are all static. So these are all static. So they don't move. Alright. Let's see here. Where do we get to? Alright. Now these are really cool. I've been using these a lot in my builds. You're sleepy, Christina? Well, I'm glad you come by. Well, I hope to have a fun stream tonight. It probably won't be long because it's really just taking a look at tailored spaces is what I was wanting to do. But I'll like show these off here. This is the counters. You can do it. And we're going to do some unsnapped, and then I'll show them snapping together. We'll do each of the pieces separate. So you have a rounded one. You have a square 1x1. And then you have a square or rectangular 1x2. And then you also have the corner counter. And what we'll do is I'll show the other variant by clipping the other variant to it. So the wood version of the rounded one right there, the wood 1x1 there, the wood 1x2 there. Ah, come on, Brunky in the way. We'll stick it on that side of it. See how it snaps to it? Ain't that convenient? And we'll snap the 1x2 counter corner right there. Alright, there you go. And that way you can kind of get to see each of those, and they're all snappable, so you could like make your layout however you need it. I've been using those a lot in my ship builds. Those are so cool. Alright, now you got all these cool bookcases right here. Hey Raven Swift, welcome in. How you doing, Raven? I hope you're having a beautiful day. She gives you an empty bookcase here you could do your own designs on. And then she's got some variations with some different decor. This is like, you could say like the reader or something. You know, somebody likes to read some books. Here's somebody who's into plushies. And this one's got the chunks in it. So like maybe you like had to put your snacks in there. It's got a chunks theme, got the hat and everything in it. And we'll take a closer look at all these. I used this one in my captain's quarters in the Iron Tiger. And Ah, here's another one. It's got kind of like a bathroom feel to it. You got your lotion and your towel there. And then you're going to have the same thing in the wood. So we'll go ahead and put those out. I like the one with the plushies in it. Ain't that cool? But the one with the books is nice too, but I keep going back to using the fitness one in my own playthrough. In my captain's quarters so far anyway. That one. I like that one. It's actually on the thumbnail for the video, I think. All the cool kids. That's right, Ravenswood. There's a bunch of really... I get so lucky. Well, hey, Gamer Gallery. Welcome in. It's nice to see you stop in. I get so lucky, Raven Swift, to have such awesome people come by my streams. I really do. I feel blessed about that because, you know, I got cool people like Ghost Rider and Babloni and Raven Swift. Look, check it out. The Gamer Gallery done stopped in and said, hey. We got Christina coming in. We got everybody. Will's been up in here. The Mighty Nub. What's up, Mighty Nub? How you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Raven Swift. There's so many people. And I just hope everybody likes it. This tailored spaces is going to be so cool when it hits. Important. These are the snow globe displays. I'm not going to be putting those out. As notice, I don't have Sir Livington's second journal picked up or the Ancient Civilization of Egypt picked up. I could go grab those and place this in, or I could console command them in. But if you wanted to do the snow globes and you didn't feel like going and collecting them all, well, you could just go ahead and get a few things. Two easy to find things, and you can display the snow globes that are in the game. That was a request by Old Man from the Dark Star Discord, so she put that in there for him. Now here's something we're going to go ahead and put these out. I really like these, and I am super excited for this mod too, Raven Swift. It's going to be so nice. What's up, Spider Pig? How you doing? How you doing? The snapping is wonderful. Absolutely, the snaps on those counters are beautiful. I love all these. So the candles are possibly my favorite thing in the mod. I know it sounds silly that it would be, but I just love these candles. We'll go ahead and get them all placed out so you can take a look at them. We got the big one. I like the big one. That thing is ginormous. And then you got it in like the same thing, but like kind of in like a silver or a pewter or something. Maybe, I guess that would be silver. Y'all, I'm not the best at like color. I guess that's silver. Silver trim instead of the brass or the bronze trim. Isn't that nice? All right, now we're gonna have a vase with like brass twigs in it. Ain't that cool? Let's stick that over here. Now after we get everything placed, we'll go ahead and put them out. I guess it'll let me go ahead and put the Peacekeeper. This is a specialty. I installed it on my ship. I thought you could only do this once, but I guess as long as you got an AA9 in your inventory, you can put it out there. Guys, I've got this on the Xeno ship over there. We'll stick it right, and we'll leave it out like its own thing. I don't want to confuse nobody and make them think it's part of that. So we'll stick it over here. That's from the Ground Pounder, so if you've done the Ground Pounder mission, you got your AA9, you can slap that in there. Alright, and then we got a bronze teapot. Well, I don't want to confuse people. We'll leave it separate too. We're not going to stack this stuff. I don't know why that's grayed out in the menu, but I can totally place it. Little bronze teacup there. And then you got, I like, this is the one I keep using in the build. I don't know why, I just like the coloration on that so much better. And check out the picnic basket, Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear, Yogi the Bear. You got a picnic basket, Yogi. Okay, sorry y'all. Thorgan being stupid. My dad used to watch Yogi the Bear with me when I was a kid. My entire childhood he'd say, "You want the picnic basket?" So it was just a little bit of throwback for me there. You got the dresser and the large dresser. And then we got the small wood dresser. And then we got the tall dresser. So we got like a full-on furniture store right there. Check that out. You got 4 options right there, just in the wood. Alright, and then we got a fancy desk that goes with it. My Xenos are just trying to be all about it. I have an excessively large crew. I like that wood desk though, isn't that nice? Now we'll start doing it. We'll go ahead and put the, where's the other? The black and silver desk. We'll go ahead and drop it out right here in front of it. And since my crew's decided to come hang out over here, we'll just drop the other desks over here or walk over here for a minute and get them all out of my way. They'll all get behind me here in a second. Look at this. We still got a lot of stuff that we can place just in this one mod. This is a very impressive mod. Tailored Spaces is just, it's amazing. So well done by Sweet Pea. There's other mods you can get, but this is really nice. If you're looking for a different way, kind of go for that posh interior. And you know, you've already used everything Nim's got like 1,000 times over. No offense to Nim's Deco. Nim's Deco Pack is featured, and Better Living are both featured in the ship. Betamax's stuff is featured in my ship. So no disrespect to them at all. Tailored Spaces just brings you in more options, all right? And different options. All right, now we're going to look at the end tables. The picnic basket. See, Raven Swift knows what's up with the picnic basket. You'll get a bear in the picnic basket. I mean, it's just... During this review, there's another thing in the review. I've already said it live on stream. I've already talked about the small navigation compass she made. And when we look at that, I'll probably end up telling another my dad used to say story. Really love my dad. Really miss the guy. He was an amazing human being. So if any parent can ever have their child think of them the way that I thought of my dad, then you've done well as a parent. Doesn't matter what society thinks or says, you did well. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we got a lot of this stuff placed out here now. Let's get some, she got us some engineering stuff that we can place. Check this out. You want to fancy up one of those totally empty singularity habs and you still wanted it to have an engineering room feel? Boom. There you go. Slap your generator in that bad boy. Make your own engineering hab. That's what Sweet Pea said. Sweet Pea said you don't have to use somebody else's junk. You can make your own engineering hab. How you like that? So you can place them pipes in there, get all creative and all immersive with it. Even got you a boiler. You know you gotta have some boiler on this ship. Let's see if we can get this joker to play something for me. I don't know why it's not wanting to place. Lord, that thing is loud. Cannot place, intersects with existing object. What does it intersect with? It no like me. What if I stick it on the ground down here somewhere? It likes the ground. We'll stick it down there for the time being. We'll go look at it in a minute. Ah, Tailored Spaces. Now we're going to go back to some fireplaces that are in Tailored Spaces. So you can make your own engineering room. And you can also put some fireplaces out here. And we'll come back to trying to place that boiler up here somewhere. I don't know why I didn't want to place. Probably something silly about the deck or something. I probably wasn't on something super flat or something, who knows. But I do love these new fireplaces. So Sweet Pea did another mod called Fireside. It's really good. I did a review of it. And you also have these, hey, what's up, Sweet Pea? Welcome in. I appreciate the raid. I was sneaking in here and doing a little early look at your little live look. We're going to be cutting some of this stuff up for the actual standalone review that I eventually make. And thank you for the raid, Sweet Pea. That is super awesome of you. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope your interview there, you was doing your interview series. I was telling people earlier in the stream that you was doing your interview series on Sundays. I hope that has swimmingly well. I hope to take a look at it here after a while. That is loud in my ears, no doubt. My alerts are ridiculously loud in my ear. If you guys think they're loud for y'all, they are super loud in my ear. Okay, I need to build a wall. So what's this? We got these right here. These are called the walls of Starfield. We're going to be needing to show off some of the painting. So let's just try this. We'll put up some walls. Because if you get Sweet Pea's Tailored Spaces mod, it comes with an update, or I think this is an update to the walls of Starfield. Sweet Pea, is that incorrect or correct? You literally made a mod during my stream this morning and decorated it just now. That is awesome, Sweet Pea. What mod did you make? I was asleep. I missed the I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been awake long today. I'll go back and watch the replay, and I'm excited to see your mod that you made. You know, we'll be picking that up. Empty well apartment, nice. I didn't realize there was this many walls in here. I've been playing with this for what, 2 weeks now, Sweet Pea, and I didn't realize there was this many walls in here. So like I was saying, she did another mod called the Walls of Starfield. I think that was Sweet Pea 704's first mod. Probably get her to talk a little bit about it during the Meet Sweet Pea 704 interview tomorrow. But I think this is an update to that. But check it out. If you get Tailored Spaces, you get the Walls of Starfield too, or a version of it. I'm not really sure, but I can tell you there's a lot of walls in here. I need to use some of these in some builds. I haven't tried these out in builds yet. I've used, I think, everything else in the mod though. Good Lord, that is a lot of walls. Did I repeat, or is it really that many? Damn, it's really that many. That's a lot of walls. Sweet Pea, you went ham on the walls, girl. There's a lot of walls. Looks like there's 3 variations of everything, so that would be it. Or it appears to be in my limited mental capacity here. Yeah. Oh, we got doors and curtains too. Alright, we got Brunky getting in the way over here. But now we're going to have somewhere to hang up all the decorations that are in there too. We got a doorway with a curtain. Oh, that's neat. You could like make a doorway. Let's put one up here right there. Check out, get out of the way, Raygon. Look at, there you go. You can go through a doorway, Raygon. Let's do the other one. Let's do doorway, black curtain. Doorway with curtain black. We'll do that one right here. I don't know if that's the intended, but that's the way I'm using it. And we'll do this one right here off this guy. Excuse me, Brunky. You gotta be the star of the show, or are you all the time needing to be that needy, Brunky? Here, we'll cheat and we'll stick it right there. everybody's got the idea anyway. Because we're trying to get all this stuff placed, right? It's a lot of stuff. Alright, that's the walls of Starfield. Now let's go back up to the abstract paintings. Yeah, see, I'm not so silly, y'all. We're going to be slapping paintings on. We're going to take a look at all the abstract paintings. Let me catch up with chat. That's correct. Black, bronze, and silver. Look at me. I got smart. Much improved walls of Starfield, Sweet Pea said. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in with the raid from Sweet Pea 704. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate that. Let's not trying to step on anybody's chats. I'm going to do a real quick thing here. There's going to be a whole bunch of shout outs fly across my stream. So if anybody here doesn't know any of these people, please check them out. I'm just doing it real fast, and that'll all stop in just a minute. If you listen to me, I'll even talk. I'll say go when you're probably good to be able to start chatting again. That Streamlabs is caught back up. How's that? Is that fair? Because I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, but let's see if we can get this one to place. Let's get it on a flat one. There we go. I love these abstract paintings. You wouldn't believe how much I've used these, especially on the interior decorating of my ship. And we're going to take a fast walk through the ship after we get everything get everything stuck out here. Now check out using those walls of Starfield, as Sweet Pea said, the improved version. So you get tailored spaces. That was floating. And we'll get it. We'll place it somewhere. You get tailored spaces, and you get an improved version of walls of Starfield. I'm just being silly. Playing with it a little bit. So that's like getting two mods in one, you know? I'm just placing stuff in random at the moment. I like these bulletin boards, and we're going to stop and take a look at all this stuff. I'm just trying to get it out there. We'll take a pause before we do the plants, and we'll take a look at the walls and some of the stuff that we put out so far, and I'll catch up with chat while we're doing that. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in. Maybe pop over to the Twitch side. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Ghost Rider. Be happy to have you on either side. Do Zone 79's billboards affect wall art? I don't know. If Zone 79's, what do you mean? Like only if his, say, his billboard was replacing the same model or NIF that the other thing was. Depends on if he replaced them, if they're replacers or standalones. I'm not familiar with Zone 79's billboards mod. I don't have it, so I don't know if it's a replacer or a standalone. So I really don't know. But these look cool. Take a nice look at them. I like that one right there. That one's my favorite. I like to put it beside Xeno banana plants. And these walls look really cool. Look at the detail on them. We'll come up through here and take a short look like we're going to the art museum. Now don't expect any smart art call outs because I'm not that way. I can just say that looks cool. I like all of them. And the walls are really well done. I like how that gives you a nice textured feel to it. And these are billboards. Alright, so you have the Laredo billboard. Oh, it's a replacer? If it's a replacer, then it replaces anything. It just depends on what it replaces at that point, IPBIT. I tend to not use replacers unless the thing I'm wanting to replace is I intentionally want to replace that. That might be my favorite billboard. Check that one out. Economic meltdown, sarcasm, sulfur, argon, calcium, and some area. Got Geppetto here. That is a really cool billboard. Very well done. I like that one the best. That's my favorite one. I like that we're at a half and half. What's this one? Oh, this one's got the... get out of the way, Vismar. Shoot. Brunky in your way? Okay, I get it. Kind of hard to move through Brunky. Got some shots of Vasco. This could be like a Barrett board because you got the bat ball, you got the chunks, you got the shots of Vasco, the classic rocks. I'm gonna head canon call that the Sarah board because she was a drummer. That's just me, yo. Y'all ignore some of the silliness I come up with. But yeah, I typically avoid replacers unless the thing I want to replace, I'm definitely wanting to replace absolutely it. Things that replace like an entire faction's clothing, rare for me to do that. Or all the static decorations somewhere. I like standalone stuff better than replacers personally. Yes, she was the drummer for Ironic Comets. You're correct. Check out these, now, like I said, she's already done the one mod Fireside Sweet Pea has, but check out these fireplaces. Ain't these nice? You know, you're right. The sky is beautiful there, Benjamin Doom, but check out these fireplaces. I like these that have the exhaust out there for them. I like this red one. It just looks so good if you do like a Deimos and you have like the black, like I did the Singularity Totally Empty Habs for the Habs inside of that, and I used the luxury gray and black, and in my captain's quarters I used that fireplace. Oh, so nice. Alright, let's take a look at some of these. Let's go with the zoom in. Take a look at some of these benches. You got a Chunks hat and a Chunks burger there. You got some Chunks packaging. Down here, back here in the plushie cabinet. Now I watched her build some of these on in the kit live as she was doing it, and I thought it was really neat. I personally got to learn a lot about how to do a pack in and stuff like that, and how to stick all this stuff in here, you know, make it the right size, make it stack in there. Look, we're gonna go over here and just look at the detail on, look how well that is. It's not just shoved in there. That's actually spaced off just a little bit like you really would in real life, and then set back a little bit, set off. That's very well done. Sweet Pea didn't just throw it together. And of course you're gonna have the same thing going on over here. Now, I like, this is the one I keep using. You got the Arnold poster there. Space is not for the weak. Peak Performance magazine. Stop, do 30 push-ups. Got some curl bars or push-up bars. Some protein food there. Here's the more, you know, traditional bookcase being used like a bookcase. Now looking at these, I like the Starborn beds because now we have them in different colors, but not just different colors. Let's get the wood grain ones. Check this out. Look at that wood grain. Isn't that nice? And you of course have all the different colors. And we looked at these earlier. I do like this. Now you got to do the ground pounder mission first, but that's really cool. And then you got the twin beds, or the bunk bed, twin size bunk beds with the different blankets on them. Really like all that. Now we've done some of that. Let's take a look at some more stuff in tailored spaces, because look at all that stuff. And there's a boiler over here we threw on the ground. We'll get another boiler out and we'll actually place that thing. I threw it on the ground. Just getting through placing some things a while ago. Alright, so let's get back to tailored spaces. And we haven't done the plants yet. So this is one of my favorite things in there. This is better than Fallout 4, than the game truly will have 4 games in one. Oh yes. And I think in a lot of ways, what Starfield's lacking with the outpost, in my opinion, in the decoration, is just the interactivity with your crew. You know, a sim settlement kind of thing. It's kind of missing that aspect, but it's working there, and we got plenty of mod authors working on getting us to it. All right, so we got the plants, the Xeno bananas. Where's that picture I was going to show you? Here, I keep putting, wherever I put this photo, I keep putting the Xeno bananas on either side of it because I think they just look so cool with it. The one in the top, not the one so much on the bottom. The one on the bottom looks good with the Xeno bananas, but those look really good with that picture right there, in my opinion. I just love that. But anyway, we'll go back over here and place them anyway. What's up, Sly So Savage? Oh, build it up themselves like Sim Settlement. Got you. Yeah. That's the idea. Or not even so much just building it up, but having a reason to build the different outposts. I'm not making a throw off on the game because outpost building and manufacturing in the game are two of my favorite things, and they extended my original gameplay and helped me fall in love with the game. But it is the weakest system in the game. And I've still spent massive amounts of time in it. Matter of fact, I have a mod that's in my load order right now that's a review for, that I'm testing and will eventually do a review for, that is for manufacturing and system resources to make the outpost system a little better. But it's not ready for prime time to be talked about because it's not mine. But I can say that it works. And it'll be cool when the mod authors are like, hey man, show that off. I'll be happy to show it off because it works. Let me see here. My Xenos was crowding my style over here. Let's give them a little bit of room. We'll place some more plants over here. We're almost done with the plants. But I really like the plants. We'll place some here. That red yucca is not... And I know I mispronounced that most likely. It's so awesome. I mean, not everybody's into the plants in the game, but I think they give it a nice feel. And when you're decorating, the plants can really do a lot for color, spacing, and I don't know the proper term. I'm going to call it texture of a space or depth of a space. I'm not a interior designer by no means. I just know what looks cool to me, which is probably not what looks cool to a lot of people. But there are a lot of really cool plants in here. Some of these are in here by, if I'm not mistaken, some of these were by request. And we got some planters. And we got the weeping willow. All right, so let's take a look at all these plants. Ain't that cool? The Xenos like them. Lots of good color choices, size choices. Lots of color and size. Not just color and size, but also shape. It's very bad without mods, so bad. You think so, Sly? I tried to get into Outposts when the game first launched. Yeah, it definitely does not have the interaction that the Fallout. Like, I know Babloni is like, what, several thousand hours into Fallout and is a huge sim settlement proponent. So I can imagine how disappointed he was when he tried the Outpost system in Starfield, because it is by far and away not the same at all. Are those not awesome? Look at those plants. Do they not look so good? With mods, you can have a whole lot of fun with the Outpost system. I like decorating in Starfield better than I do Sim Settlement. I mean, better than I do Fallout 4. And I just would like a little bit more interactivity for my NPCs and better reasons to use the outpost system, like have them linked together and have more interaction with the NPCs for that. Alright, now in tailored spaces, we got 3 rugs here that Sweet Pea's added into us. She's added us a black rug, a red one, and a white one. And I have used these extensively in the ship. They are awesome. They look good. I like the texture of them. I keep coming back to that, the texture. But it's like, I like the material choices she used for a lot of the things that she did material swaps and things on. It really matters. I'll take a look at some of the seating here. Now I like these. I've used these a lot in my ship. Instead of just having the one that you have vanilla in the game, now we got some color options. Now you can have you some nice plush leather seating in different colors. You can even get that white leather if you're just feeling extra special. We got the couches. I haven't used these a lot yet, but I need to use the couches because I think they're really nice. We'll get the third one in here, the white one. Stick it over here by the white rug. Maybe the Xenos won't stain it up walking around on it. And then we also have them, instead of having the wood base, it's going to have like the black or the metal base. Or I guess that's metal. We'll drop that out there, boom, and then we'll take a look at them. Don't they look good though? Look super comfy. I would like to have that IRL. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh yeah, don't they look good? And there you have them with the more wood base. Got the chairs back there. Where are we at here? I'm not sure. I do have a mod that allows clipping. Oh yeah, definitely got to have a little bit of clipping. I got a little bit of clipping and a little bit of overlap available between some things. Some things don't play well with it though. Alright, now we got some outpost resource shelves. We'll go ahead and get all these guys placed here. I like the spacing that she does on things and giving you more than one color variation option. And I don't know, if you do a lot of decorating, having these pre-decorated shelves like this is nice, and also having a little variation from the ones that are in the other mod packs is super nice. Because there's only so many times you can build things the same way, right? Then we have some bar tables, and we got some coffee tables. You'll have those in the red, the black, the metal, and the wood grain. And then we're gonna have some shelves. I think I can get the shelves on the walls over here, maybe. Maybe. If I hold myself right. Maybe. Shelves may not play nice with that. There we go. Probably can with a little bit of patience. But we can make a different kind of wall to hold those real quick. We'll throw up a regular, like a flat wall real quick. You know, I need nicotine. So we're gonna go over here at a functional decor and just grab some of these wall. No, we'll get them. It's easier to find them in Tower Hab. I'm just gonna throw up a few of these wall dividers from Tower Habs just to show off the shelves. I think it'll hold the shelf. Now let's go with buildable walls. We'll just throw up one or two buildable walls. Boom, 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 boom. They're here somewhere. Buildable walls and doors. Let's just throw up a random wall. Throw up two of those. That'll probably hold all the shelves. Alright, now let's throw the shelves up from Tailored Spaces. I see it got an update not long ago, but it didn't grab it. What didn't get an update, buddy? Ah, I missed it. I do have a mod that has does allow a little bit of a place everywhere mod. There is one, I think, Raven Swift, more or less called Place Everywhere or Build Anywhere. There's a Build Anywhere mod. There's a mod that allow you to build anywhere in Starfield. I don't have it. I keep thinking about adding it in. We can go add it in here when we get done with the live look. I've been thinking about doing it. I ain't scared. We can check it out depending on what time it is. Good God, it's already 6:47. Let's get these shelves up real quick. It's later than I thought it was. Alright, so we have a black wall shelf, and you're gonna have it in black, bronze, and wood. Everything's gonna be in the three variations of it like that. I like these right here, and I like having variations in size so you can kind of work around what you need to. I think that's pretty cool. And I don't know if this is boring everybody to death, but I really wanted to just go ahead and just like place all the stuff that's in the mod, because I've been kind of slow sort of doing a review of it as I've been building and decorating these ships. I keep telling everybody, hey look, this is from Tailored Spaces, but there's a lot of stuff that I knew was in the mod that you guys weren't seeing in my little ship builds, and I wanted to just get it all out there and let everybody see all the cool stuff. We have another neon bookcase over here. I didn't know that. Oh, that one's mountable to the wall. Aha! Check that out. I think Sweet Pea had already said this before, and I had not experimented with it, and I had forgotten about that. So in the wall section, you're also going to have some bookcases that you can put on the wall. How cool is that? Did we place all of them? I think we did. Check that out. We placed them all. Alright, now we have the weapon workbenches. And check this out, how we're going to do this. I think I can squeeze them all in here. A little bit of patience. A little bit of patience. Well, it's because I stacked them over the top of each other. It's interfering with that. Hold on, let me place one. Let me place a shelf right here. Let me get a long one. There we go. Now we're going to go to the weapon workbenches, and I'll be able to place some more. It was the stuff above it was too close and was interfering with the activator there. So we'll place some of these immersive workbenches. How you like these? So that's a weapon workbench. Let's put the armor workbench right beside of it. How cool is that? Gotta love it, gotta love it. Boom. Armor workbench right beside of it. We might can get the industrial workbench on there, maybe. Yeah, look at that. 3 workbenches on that woolen shelf. We could even give it a little bit more room by sliding that one over a little bit. All 3 got an industrial, an armor, and a weapon workbench right there. How cool is that? Let's put some more weapon workbenches out here on the back of it. Let's go ahead and slap a couple of more shelves up. Do another shelf. Really, Brachiosaurus, you really like being all about it, don't you? Let's throw this one right here. And add back to it. Whoops. See, we already did weapon, armor, and industrial. So let's go with a research terminal. How you like that? And let's do the navigation console. Remember me telling you about a thing? I was going to tell you guys my dad's story. When I was a kid, my dad always told me if I always carried a compass, I would never lose my way. Well, there's a compass. So I always carry a compass, and I've never lost my way, right? So that's why I like this. How cool is that? And it's a functioning nav station. It's probably the smallest nav console you're gonna find in the game, right there. All right, let's slap up another, which I really like, tailored spaces, just because of that. Truth be told, having that navigation console, super cool to me. Right here is a galley. See that? It's got some eggs in it. That's a functioning galley. So you can throw it on like a wooks, something, but I think, you know, you can just throw it up here on a, if you wanted to not even bother with putting it on a bench or something. Really, Brunky? You take up so much space. Go on somewhere, buddy. Check out the walls at night. Don't they look good? That looks really good. See if I have the patience. Oh, the ultimate patience. I knew you could do it. I just didn't feel like fooling with it a while ago. Alright, so here's a galley. So we can stick that galley there. It's for putting on a cook stove. I think that's everything except for the pharmaceutical workbench. Yeah, let's put the pharmaceutical workbench up there, and I'll actually use that for something. That's not gonna fit there, is it? That'd be alright. We'll slap this on a shelf or a table or something so we can see it. There we go, we'll throw it on that table. I said I would. I've never played the game before, evidently. There you go. There's your pharmaceutical workbench. That's a functioning galley. This is also a functioning galley. That's all the workbenches, ain't it? Yep. That's everything in the mod. Okay. So you can, the way I put it there did that. That's my bad. That's not Sweet Pea. That's the way I did it. I can place it again and make it not obstructed. That was all user error. Well, I don't know why it's saying it's obstructed, because it's not, but that's not a Sweet Pea thing. That's probably a me thing, because I've already built this thing multiple times and it works everywhere I build it. So that's a me thing. Not too worried about it. There's your functioning galley. Wow, that's a loud alert. I'm not in that city. There's nothing I can do about that. Sorry. Okay. Let's check these out. We got us a weapon workbench here. Look how cool you can put all those workbenches that close together. Notice the camera as my guy steps into it, the angle that he's at. Don't that look cool? Excuse me, Rosie, you can't use the industrial workbench. I want to use it. Really, Rosie? Really? 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 Yeah. I was talking to you. Excuse me. Yeah, get out of the way. I want to use it. There you go. Functioning industrial workbench. There you go, Rosie. Go back to using it. And our research station. How you like that? That is all the items in Tailored Spaces. All 200 and however many of them there are. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. The improved walls of Starfield are included. Functioning galley, pharmaceutical workbench. You got all these tables. You got all these workbenches. I like these little doorways. I like the bulletin board. Check out the Laredo gum ones. Laredo runs in the family. Texas. I do love those. The billboards are really cool. I like the art. Good selection of shelves and shelf sizes. Very much improved version of walls of Starfield, or that's what Sweet Pea says. I don't have the original, so I don't know. I just know these are really cool. Like I said, you got a nice selection of these, and I like how these bookcases can be mounted to the wall there. That's a whole lot of items to be in one mod. Nice couches. Do love the plants. Good selection of furniture. Make your own engineering room. Plenty of bookcases. Much improved bedding selection over the vanilla selection. Check out these industrial rustic ones. I mean the rustic ones. I like the lighting on it. That's really cool. All the candles, look how they look at night. Oh man, don't that look good? Beautiful. More end tables, coffee tables. Plenty of big dressers. More immersive containers and teapots. All this is in Tailored Spaces. And it's all excellent. Well done. We can actually take a look at some of it on the ship here. Oh, we also have the boiler. We dropped the boiler down here. Take a look at the boiler. You guys thought I forgot about the boiler, didn't you? Now the boiler is gonna make your ship's gonna have some industrial sounds like a boiler. I like the way it looks though. The modeling on it is excellent. Alrighty. Let's fly back up here and take a look at the ship. And we can see how decorating with some of this Tailored Spaces, how that turns out besides just sticking it on the outpost pad, landing pad, right? Let's see how we mix it in with some designs. It's that heat wave on the move. Hey, before I go do that real quick, also check out the acrylic menu fader. Yeah, that's my pause menu, yeah. Starfield, engine fixes for the win. Let's hit a save real quick, and I've got to grab me a water real fast. I am running out of, like, getting super. There are animations added to the engineering items. Your crew will scan them and such. Cool. I haven't put one in a build yet, Sweet Pea, so I didn't know that, but that is awesome. So when your NPCs get a chance, they'll interact with the engineering items, come up and be like scanning them and stuff. That'll be so cool. We're gonna have to put some in a hab here soon and check that out. Let me grab a drink real fast. It'll be less than like 30 seconds, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna switch the screen. We'll just roll with that. Y'all see my booty when I stand up. You see my booty. I'm wearing pants. It'll be all right, I think. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't know y'all was gonna get that dance from me. Hold on. Heat wave on the groove. All right, I'm not a dancer. I tried to be entertaining. It's not happening, but I try to be funny if nothing else. That ran poor tackling off. Welcome in, tackling, if you're still here. I appreciate you coming by and checking it up. Yup, and up. Come by and check it out. Gonna be lurking while you take care of some real life stuff. I appreciate the lurk, Ghost Rider. Hey, greenery con come in and said, hey, they're making some dinner. Dorgan's booty is shaking. It'd been funny if I'd actually got up and really danced, wouldn't it? I'm trying my best to be in a good mood here lately. I still feel like absolute horse shit, y'all. Alright, looks like my crew has piled up on me. Now, this is going to be Brachiosaurus's first. Brachiosaurus is the biggest Xeno that I'm apt to have height-wise. And he's not been on... He's not been aboard yet. So, I did not mean to go to the cockpit. This is going to be interesting. But we're coming in here to take a look at tailored spaces and see some of the fun stuff you can do with some of the decor in here. Yeah, Brunky, you'll fit better in the other halves, Brunky. You're going to struggle in these. Alright, so he's actually in my captain's quarters. Eesh. Brunky, we might have to, just for the sake of getting through here, we might have to let you get put up for a second, buddy. You gonna let me buy you? Hey, well, that's nice of you, Brunky. Alright, here is the captain's quarters. It is almost 110% a tailored spaces event. I hope everybody enjoys it. This is the poshest This is the poshest I have ever personally decorated a captain's quarter for myself. So let's just enter photo mode and we'll do it like that to take a quick look at it. Alright. So coming in hot, we got the tailored spaces desk here, the fancy desk. We got the research terminal. My compass has been knocked over somehow. Some of the stuff is not from tailored spaces, the screen, some of these little other decor items are not. I have a research station right here, so I can do my research station and my pharmaceutical right there at the desk. Now the Doom Slayer, there's a theme in this ship. I've put the Doom plushies around candles. It's kind of a fun little design I did. Now over here on top of my immersive containers, I have an armor workbench, a weapon workbench, and an industrial workbench. Boom, right there. Just like, boom, that took up no space whatsoever. And guess what? Y'all wouldn't believe it, but that's a functioning galley right there. So we just don't drink, we also make our food there. And this is a nice little place for the captain to sit with his first mate. And, well, actually, this is where I sit. Ghost Rider can sit there, and the Xeno Ambassador sit there. And we can have some Hallowed Devils discussions here across from the nice fireplace. Sitting atop of the nice, look at that. Don't that dresser look good there? I slapped the Viking horn on that. That's not from Tailored Spaces, but all the artwork is Tailored Spaces. And then I got the desk there, got the 3 candles, the bed. Now the 2 end tables are not from Tailored Spaces, but I just thought they looked good there, so I slapped them in there. And then we got some red rugs coming out, hitting the black rug. So that's an example of what you can do with Tailored Spaces. Now, if you were really good at interior decorating and much better at it than I am, you could do some really fun stuff. But I think that looks tight. Can you post your Discord channel link for Sly and Will? They don't have it. Absolutely. We can throw up the Discords. You guys give me just 1 second. We can hook them up. There it is on, and the Dark Star one as well. That's over there on the Twitch. Let me get it over here on the YouTube. And that's my personal one on the YouTube. Anybody who's not in the Discord, welcome to come in and join us here. The Xeno Ambassador Tommy is hopped in here, checking out the captain's quarters. All right, Brunky, we're gonna slide by you there. Let me tickle your beard for a second. Now you let me through nicely the first time, Brunky. You ain't gonna behave this time. Let me squeeze through. Let me squeeze through, Brunky. The other halves will be so much better for you, but this one is not. And I'm not gonna shrink you, I don't think. Maybe. I could put him up. I could, but I don't want to. I could also make him move too, but he's trying. He's trying. Good boy. Alright, now we're going to come on down through here. Now this is all vanilla stuff. That's a 2x2. I haven't decorated that. That was my battle stations. Little brig action over here. I haven't done anything to those. A little control station. Shield room back there. No biggie. We ain't worried about that. Little default armory. And who cares? We're going to dip back down here and find some more Tailored Spaces stuff. Let's see if we can get Brunky to go down there. Alright, now we've done a little bit of decorating with Tailored Spaces through here. We've got a lot of plants. The hanging plants are from Better Living, but all the other plants, non-hanging plants, all the potted plants and plants in the corner, like that's our actual light source. Those are all Tailored Spaces. Hanging plants are from Better Living. And I need to do something about my encumbrance here. Let me do that so we'll quit watching all this all that jazz. And this is not exactly the finished standalone review or nothing for Tailored Spaces. I did want to show it off here when you first come into my ship. Like if you come in from the docked, if you dock somewhere, you come up there. If you just landed somewhere, you'll come through here, step into the Hallowed Devils there. But look at what we did with these Tailored Spaces counters. Didn't they just fit in that so nicely? So if you have this Stroud Premium Edition hanger, you can get 3 on one side, or 3 on one side and 4 on the other 3 in the middle. See how that worked out? Ain't that nice? It's like they belong there. So we got a weapon workbench, an armor bench, industrial workbench. Oh, what are the Doom plushies doing? They are guarding the candle. Alright, and then we have, like I was going to say earlier about the galley. See, there you go. There's the functioning galley. That's its intended design purpose, is to sit on top of a non-functioning cook stove or decoration that you have. So that's what we did with it. We slapped it right there, and it's a galley. And then we got us some decor items here to make it look like that's a place the crew's been making snacks. We have a pharmaceutical workbench, an industrial, the research workbench, and again, we have the navigation console because can't lose my way, right? I love that, sweet peas. Thank you so much for that. You didn't know the story behind that when you made it, but I appreciate it. I'm a NASA nerd junkie, so that's what that's doing sitting there, just because I could. Now look at the rest of these plants. Aren't they awesome? Sticking them up there like that is so good. But it's mainly plants in this area and I did much the same with the plants up here. But I thought that looked good, so you could use the counters from Functional Decor. Again, the snapping cabinet counters, whatever you want to call them. Just 2 of them right there together. Slap the Viking horn on top. I love this end table here with the little Breaking Bad moonshine still rocking out on it. You know, it had to make it into the workshop. And then we got some benches, you know, some couches if everybody's up here in the workshop getting tired of working. Alright, now we're going to look at some more stuff you can do with functional decor. Not functional decor, I'm so sorry. With tailored spaces. We'll go by the water closet. Now the water closet doesn't have much going on from tailored spaces in it except for some decor. We have a nice yucca plant that will give us a pop of color. And we have some art pieces on the wall. But we do have a functioning toiletry here, you know, for this crew. But that wasn't really a tailored spaces thing. So we'll just slip on through that. We'll go back here to one of these crew quarters. Now this is a mass crew quarter, like just trying to bunk in as many people as I could. But look, this is a 1x2 hab. It was a totally empty, singularity, totally empty hab. I come in and I added some buildable walls by the Misso's buildable walls. And then I used all those neat colors that you get from tailored spaces with the different bunks to give it a different feel, like, you know. So you have the Minuteman blue, you got the red, you got the standard, you got the yellow, and I used some of Betamax's lockers to give it some different color to kind of pop around with those. But there you go, there's some mass crew sleeping area. I thought that worked out really good, and at the end of it we got another tailored spaces plant. I love the rugs coming through there with the splash, give you a little something to break it up. But you know, we can bunk, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 people. We can bunk 16 crew members in this one area, so that's kind of nice. Flip over from that, that was the restroom. Oh, Tommy, you fell through the floor there, buddy, excuse me. We'll fly to the far side of the ship and we have the rec room, which we did a little bit with tailored spaces in here, but this is more the rec room. It's not really got the, we got the candles going on. The Doom plushies and the candles and the cabinetry made an appearance from tailored spaces in here. But we have another crew member area. This is more like the elite crew. And see, coming in here, I wanted to give each little side like its own little theme of what was going on. Now, of course, Vragon's got to get in the way. We'll say this crew member is kind of into NASA. This crew member was kind of into like maybe the Sillies, feeding front lines, maybe ships. Uh-oh, we had a Crimson Fleet member with us, and they got the Crimson Fleet Starborn bed. We got a member of the First who's not got a lot of artifacts going on with their stuff yet. We have us a Varun crew member. They need to get them some more artifacts too. And we got us a United Colonies crew member over here. Excuse me, guys. But that's just kind of an idea of some of the things you can do with tailored spaces. Much more creative people will build way cooler things than I've built with it. But that's how I wanted to show off the mod. We'll be taking a look at it and plenty of other mods, I hope, or at least be talking with Sweet Pea. I've never interviewed anybody in my life. I'm excited to do that, and I hope it's not a terrible thing. I hope you guys enjoy that. That's tomorrow. We're going to be doing that tomorrow around lunchtime. Laugh out loud, the Varun guy likes chunks. Yeah. Hey, did you know what's funny? Isn't there a chunks there in Desert? Which I thought was really funny the first time I played through it. And I was like, why is there a chunks in Desert? Yeah, but the Varun guy got the chunks. I didn't really know what I was doing when I stuck that in there. I was just like, I want to put that bench there. And I was like, well, I guess it's going to be the Varun guy. But this is, you know, I don't know if you guys, I'm not the best at decorating, but if you take a cool mod like Tailored Spaces or Fireside or Immersive Workbench or the Walls of Starfield, even somebody who's not good at decorating can make some cool stuff. Like, I'm really not good at this decorating thing. And I think I made a pretty cool ship. Like, I'm probably going to put this up for ships across the Unity. And I might rebuild it completely in the creation kit and put it up for ship vendor framework. Maybe. But I really wanted to come in and take a look at Tailored Spaces. And, well, hey, if Sweet Pea thinks it looks great, then I did okay. Because let me tell you guys something. If you're not familiar with Sweet Pea's work, and you've never seen anything that Sweet Pea decorated, then you need to. Because you need to go, like, check out her stream. Her mod, her ships, everything looks so much better than anything I do. Larry, you think I should put it up? Should I actually do the ship vendor framework or just ships across Unity? I don't know if I really feel like rebuilding the thing in the creation kit, because if I redo it in the creation kit, it's going to get a whole lot of details that it doesn't have now. Like where it says Ironside Intergalactic here, it would be getting a whole lot more detail like that. But, you know, we got the name of the ship up here, the Iron Tiger. We got the Hallowed Devils welcome as you come into the ship. We're going to be adding some more signage to it. I guess if we put it out there on ships across Unity, I don't have to rebuild it in the creation kit for that. But we'll be adding some more stuff to it. Now, Bubbles I don't think was here at the beginning of the stream. I asked for names for the ship whenever I decided to put it out there. Bubbles suggested Crouching Tiger, and I like that. But I got to thinking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, you know, it was bouncing around in my head. And since I built this ship as the head canon for this ship is we no longer play as Captain Locke, we now play as Thorgan Ironside. And Thorgan Ironside is the captain or the CEO, founder of Ironside Intergalactic Arms and Manufacturing. So being a member of the Hallowed Devils, he needed him a flagship, right? So he has built the Iron Tiger version for the Hallowed Devils. And so this ship is officially named II for Ironside Intergalactic, Hallowed Devils, Iron Tiger. That's his official name. And so it took some love there from Bubbaloni and workshopped it out in my head, and that's about the best I could come up with. But it does have some lore and a reason. And there's going to be a whole line of Xeno-friendly ships that Ironside Intergalactics is going to be putting out there for ships across Unity. The Xeno Leaf will be joining it, and the Iron Tiger. Those will both be Hallowed Devils ships. And I've got a third one that I've got a design in my mind that's going to be much more streamlined and a lot easier to get along with. And we're going to be adding, Larry made me a ship, y'all. There is a ship that's been, I've added all the mods in last night, got my load order working. I just actually have to add the ship now, but Larry made me a ship. It's called the Ironside. Have you got yours up and posted yet, Larry, to Nexus? Is it up and available on Nexus or Creations yet? If it is, because you're gonna have to put all that ship in the Creations for ship vendor. Yeah, ships across universe. Yes, I'll do the ship across universe, and I may still do ship vendor framework, but that sucks because I got to rebuild it all in the creation kit. Larry, no, you don't have it up yet? Well, okay, Larry. Larry's posting. Larry made one for me that he's going to be posting on Nexus called Ships Across the Unity. It's the Ironside. So as soon as he gets it up there and posted, we'll be taking a look at that and adding that in. I actually have the ESP. He shared it to me in Discord last night. When I woke up, I'll be honest, I didn't get it into the game yet, but we're going to add it into the game because we have all the relevant mods added in. Load order working fine. But yeah, guys, this was a look at Tailored Spaces. What do you think? What does everybody think about Tailored Spaces? I'm super excited for it. I have no idea if its release date is 9/9/25. That's up to Bethesda. I know Sweet Pea's already had it through QA and submitted any corrections that they needed or wanted, so we're just up to that for that, right? Or not us. I don't have nothing to do with it, but it's just up for that for her, and it'll be up and ready. Got me a little aid station here. Evidently my little aid station's not working. Oh, there we go. I wasn't where I needed to be. Got this little eye wash station here. For anybody who doesn't know, he can get you a little information on the Lunar Rover. What's up, Mexi, bro? I'll know for sure tomorrow, though. Well, that would be awesome. I sure hope it's out tomorrow. 10 for 10. Fire out of fire, which is 10 for 10. Ghost Rider approves. That's what's up. That's what's up. You got a Ghost Rider stamp of approval on Tailored Spaces there, Sweet Pea. Got that 10 out of 10. That's a heavy recommend. I usually say Ghost Rider gives a recommendation on a mod. It's pretty much a solid for me. I just go with it. Let's go put some of this stuff I've got in my inventory up so I quit walking around encumbered. And it is 7:30. I don't get to hang out with you folks as long as I'm missing things. That's wild. I'm missing 2 outputs that should be there. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Whatever. But yeah, I don't get to hang out with you folks as long as I like to normally on a stream. This stream is really about Tailored Spaces. and I wanted to get some footage out there of all the stuff. This that way I can cut it up for a standalone review and put some different audio over the top. Or at least that's the hope. I've been running short on time. I found out after I scheduled the interview with Sweet Pea tomorrow. So I'll work tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have the interview with Sweet Pea, and then I found out that I get to take my kiddo to the dentist tomorrow and work again tomorrow night. So I didn't know I was doing all that, but you know, we'll work it in. But to make all that easier, we're probably going to end the stream a little bit earlier tonight so I can take me just a short nap before I go to work. Or at least the hope is I take a short nap. Knowing me, I probably won't. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some of this stuff out of my pockets. My guy's not as over encumbered as he was. Did I just put my R car up instead of the gun I didn't want? Where's my R car? I put my R car up, didn't I? I did. What did I do that for? Okay, y'all, I'm trying not to sing. This music sometimes gets to me and I find myself singing because I'll forget that I'm streaming for just a second and I'll start humming and being all stupid acting. But it's on brand, right? So we know what we'd expect from at a Thorgy stream by this point. What's up, Betamax? How you doing, man? I hope you've been doing well. There's a lot of your stuff in this. Definitely a lot of Betamax stuff. The water closet has a very heavy Betamax feel going on to it here. We might have had some Betamax thing going on in this bathroom area back here. But a crew's got a poo, right? But I appreciate you all coming in. It is 7:30 and I do need to do a few things before I split off to go to work tonight, and I just wanted to take a look at that Tailored Spaces and take a look at that mainly. That was the main thing, and hang out with everybody for a moment, you know. Some of this will eventually be getting cut up for, like I said, the review, or I might end up doing a separate standalone side review. I'm not sure. Let me find out who's streaming on Twitch, because I would like, yeah, we got some Briar Shade, don't we? Isn't Briar Shade live? She should be. Yes, we can send a little raid love over there to our good friend Briar Shade. But before I do that, before I set the raid up, let me go ahead and get back to my main screen here. And we're going to zoom out a little bit and do the standard Thorgan that I like to do here, where I like to give everybody a little bit of love and a little bit of shout out and let the camera do its own thing. It'll eventually start, you know, moving around. But we like to end the streams with some shout out love and talk to everybody for just a moment. Which ship, Larry? It's definitely the best looking ship I've seen. How could you build it that? Larry is a genius shipbuilder. That dude, like, you just throw like some random parts out there and Larry can make it happen, Captain. Absolutely right, Betamax. Sweet Pea did do a fantastic job. Betamax be doing some fantastic jobs too, y'all. And so does Sweet Pea. I happen to be blessed to be at a point in time in my life where I get to meet and hang out with some of these creative people that are not only creative, but they're really smart and they're really kind and they like to share what they're doing. And I'm blessed to be able to hang out in some of that. He posted it on my Discord. Let's see if we can actually, I think I actually, before I hop off stream, let's see if we can get a look at that in the Discord for everybody on stream. You know, let's see if we can get that happening, Captain. Let me pull that up here. Is it in general, or where did we put it? Mods, new updates. Alright. We'll take a look at that. Here we go. I'll flip over to that on, we'll take a look. This is a ship that Larry has just built and he's put up on the Discord. For anybody, this is what we were talking about, and then I'll get back to the shout outs and we'll end the stream. But this is what Larry was talking about. I do believe that's showing. Let me pull up, yeah, Discord. There we go. So check this ship out. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that hangar bay. Oh my God, that's amazing, Larry. That is dope. I want that hangar. Look at that, look at that. That's a big ship. Got the green booty. Yes, let's, anybody who doesn't know Larry's ship designs and hadn't checked out any of Larry's ship designs, you totally need to. This is the Retribution. Everyone, she's bigger than the Serpent One AMS and has a 13-story elevator and two 2-story staircases on the side. And it has the Arc cab in it and DP's massive bay there in the front and Matilda's huge cockpit. Different variant than the Serpent. Let me know if y'all want me to put this into a mod for everyone. Yes, Larry. Yes, 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 we do. Yes, put that out on the ships across the university. And this is the ship that Larry has built for me. Hold on. We'll get back in. There she is. Hope you like it, Thorgan. Well, you know I love it, Larry. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, that's tight. We got us a fighter for the fleet, y'all. Look at that tail end. We got some aerodynamic wing action happening. Look at the streamline on it. Much more streamlined than the ships I build. Much better. Oh, that looks cool from behind. That looks really good. That's nice. I'm going to enjoy playing with that. It's got the big Matilda bay in it. I'm going to enjoy playing with that. We're going to be getting that on stream and taking a look at that here in the near future. So for anybody who doesn't know, please check out Larry on the Nexus. Man, we can even take it a step beyond that. Let's see how good we can do today. Let's see here. I think there's more than one way to do this. Let's go over here to the Nexus, and I think it's Burlar, right? See if we can find Larry this way. Boom, there you go. Look at me, I am a king of the swing. We can show off some mod authors here. So Larry's already got these ships up. This is the Super Et Ultra. Alright, and he also has the Xeno Arc. I believe this is this is Ghost Rider's ship. Ain't that cool, y'all? Check out all these ships Larry's built. He's got the Serpent AMS. I think Bubbles is flying this one, Bablonia. For anybody who's not familiar, be checking out Bablonia's stream. Let me give you a link to Bablonia's stream while we're talking about Bubbles right there. For anybody who doesn't know, please check out Bubbles. He is the Wolfman Jack that settles systems and the vibe you didn't know you needed until you have it. And once you have it, you gotta have it some more. So do check out Bablonia. And I think that's the ship he's flying, the Serpent AMS. And here's the Varun Razor Leaf. This is a Razor Leaf redesigned with the Varun theme that Larry's put out there. And he's also got those other ships that he's putting out. But we'll get ready to, I'm going to leave that right there, and we'll flip back over to my stream here somewhere. We'll get it on the right channel eventually. There we go. And now we'll do the shout out walls. Sorry y'all, I got lost in the chat there. I couldn't keep up with chat and flip everything around that I was trying to do. Let me get back to where we at here. Kind of craziness we got going on the screen. There we go. Now that's much better. Now, get over to the shout out things. So I got a little sidetrack, little squirrel action there. I did want to show off some of what Larry does. Some of you guys get to be checking out, hearing us talk about Larry's ships, but you don't see him, so there's an opportunity to check them out. Alright, hey Pedro, Sly So Savage, man. It's awesome. Fly down here, dude. Catch up. Man, Pedro, I hope it gets you jumping back into Starfield again. That's the whole point of what we do. That's the whole point. The shipbuilding in this game is bar none awesome, and it only gets better the more you do of it, right? And you can build almost anything you can think of if you take the time. So we're gonna start this massive wall of chats. When I shout outs, when I get done with them, I'll give you guys a heads up that they should stop rolling shortly after that. So if you type anything in now and it gets covered by the shout outs I'm about to drop, that's on you. You're forewarned. So much love, y'all. And yes, I'm not scratching my nose. I also forget that the camera's here, but I haven't shaved while I've been sick, and my beard just be itching. I need to shave. See, look, ain't that nasty? This should just be itching. Gross, ain't it? You know, I gotta forget that I got a can. This is why I don't take myself seriously, right? If I did, I would be worried about it, but I really don't take myself seriously at all. So, y'all have fun with it. Alright, so back to what we were doing. Tommy is the Xeno ambassador. If you're around my stream at all and you haven't heard about Tommy and you don't know the story of why I like Xeno Master, then you haven't been here around much at all. But do check out Tommy, because he's the reason I actually tried Xeno Master in the first place. So that is the actual Xeno ambassador. Do check out Tommy over at Matt's Production. Check out Ghost Rider 231. We all know that I think Ghost Rider 231 is the bomb. Not just for Xeno Master, but for all the mods they make. They make a lot of mods. It's more than just Xeno Master, but Xeno Master is the heart of the show. The Hallowed Devils are the heart of the show, and the Xeno Master's the platform. So Arcane, check out our good friend Arcane. He's not been feeling so hot lately, but maybe he'll get to feeling better soon. Do check him out when he's live. Like I already said earlier, the Wolfman Jack of the Settled Systems in the Commonwealth, the vibe you didn't know you needed until you have it, and then you know you must have it again, is Babylonia. Will's new to streaming, but he's been doing it enough and putting in enough hours now. I think I'm going to quit calling it new to streaming and just call him the Will, because he has a will to stream and he's willing his way through it. Just recently added himself in some better monitor setup he's pretty excited about. So do check out Will if you get a chance. Bag Clams and Sly So Savage do the best video editing you're going to get anywhere, bar none, for Starfield. They make watching one of their streams or one of their videos like watching a little movie. Super cool. I need to learn how to do that. I skipped all kinds of stuff there. Alright, all the music you hear on my stream is thanks to this individual right here. This is Ronaldo, or the Synthetic Psalms. I got my tongue all twisted. Synthetic Psalms. But do be checking out Synthetic Psalms for all the music that you hear on my stream. This should theoretically give you a link to all the actual playlist for what I'm playing on stream. and that should be the link for the Fallout 4 radio mod that he made. And do also check out over here Starfield engine fixes. Our good friend Larry and Carr, they do an amazing amount of work for Starfield. They have done so much with the Starfield engine fixes and so many different Starfield script extender mods. It's amazing. You can think about things like favorite menus expanded, Starfield engine fixes, acrylic fader menus. Like 75% of the coolness on my stream is probably somehow thanks to Larry and Carr. Will NY4 for amazing mods, for like manufacturing mods, anything for the outpost system, and some really fun videos. So please check out Will NY for not only their mods but also for their YouTube content. Check out our good friend Swerve for the Continuum 1.5. It's a curated mod order or load order, mod list, whatever you want to call it, for Starfield. Do check that out. He works really hard on that. X2357 for, like, look, everything my character is wearing right now is from X2357, and so many other things in my game are thanks to X2357. Betamax 76 for everything functional decor, functional outpost stuff, the cool Starborn out stuff, the outpost framework system. You can't like be chilling and enjoying outpost building, in my opinion, without getting some Betamax 76 mods, because they are on point, they work great, and they do the bomb ditty. So we do have an official shipbuilder in the house. We do. Larry is a shipbuilding genius. So do check out our friend Larry for the ships. See here, we got Zone 79 in here for the faction mod, Cryomancer. Had a lot of fun with that, and it's pretty amazing what one guy was able to do by himself. So kudos to Zone 79 for that. That's a whole lot of work. And he does a lot of really cool other mods too, not just the Cryomancer. Alright, now my friends over here on Twitch, be checking out Briar. You gotta check out Sweet Pea. You gotta check out Cyber Ghost. Settled Systems' most omnipresent man, the myth, the legend, the dark stars, fever dream come to life, our dear friend Cyber Ghost. Give him a follow over here on Twitch. Over there on Twitch, check out Clementine, Cat Lady Clementine. She is awesome. It's like hanging out with your good buddy. You know, you just want like a cozy time. You chilling with your friend, building a nice outpost. It just feels like home. That's Clementine. Do check out Wicked. Yes, that's right, Wicked from Wicked Gaming. Right there for the Dark Star Total Gameplay Overhaul. And in case you didn't know, they're also a fantasy author, R.L. Parker. So please be checking out their books. Very much worth the read, and you can get a better understanding of, well, just how they like to write, for one, and it's really cool. It's very well worth it. And Starfield Eclipse, gotta check out Starfield Eclipse for actual factual content, reviews, and news, commentary for Starfield. Do check out Starfield Eclipse. They put a lot of work and effort into what they do, and what they do is amazing. So please do check those out. And I do believe folks outside of saying there's my Discord, and as always, thank you all so very much. And hey, spend that 100 credits on the achievement friendly version of Xenomaster, and then install the free one and all the cool stuff that comes with it. But hey, if you ain't got 100 credits to throw at Ghost Rider, show them some appreciation for an amazing mod, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Get a job, something, I don't know. It's just $1. Alright, and that's pretty much where I'm at on everything, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and all that should chill out. Like all the stuff that I was running my mouth about, all the pop-ups and the shout-outs should be coming to an end now. So if you guys want to be typing something into the chat, you're welcome to. I will endeavor to catch it. And I'm going to be getting over here on the Twitch while we're doing that, and getting a raid ready for Briar Shade. right? Because we need to raid out the briar shade when the stream is over here. Wasn't a normal length of time that I like to go for a stream, but I really just wanted to get in here, like I said, and show off some tailored spaces and let everybody get a chance to see all the stuff actually posted, like put out on the game world, like actually placed, instead of just, as we're walking through my ship. And I wanted to also take a look and show some design ideas with it. And I think we accomplished all that. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope everybody out there remembers to be safe and remembers to be kind. It doesn't cost you anything to have a kind word, a kind deed, or a kind thought for somebody out there. You never know what your positive word or your positive deed might have an effect on somebody else. It is well worth it to just, if nothing else, just smile at somebody once in a while, It wouldn't hurt to show a little kindness and humanity, would it? Right? We're not all the pieces of shit that the media and the greater world would like to make humanity out to be. How about we prove that and show some of our humanity once in a while? Novel concept, I know. But that's enough preaching at everybody for one day. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and be on the lookout September the 9th, 9/9/25 for Tailored Spaces. Hope it drops that day. I think Sweet Pea did a wonderful job on it. We'll end the stream out there with another shout out for Sweet Pea, and we'll get that raid ready for Briar Shade. We'll start that over on the Twitch, let the countdown for that start, and we'll get that ready to go. All right, I appreciate you all so much for coming in, and y'all all have a wonderful day. Bablonia, Raven, Swift, Larry, Ghost, y'all have a great one. Appreciate you so much. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for hanging out, Petra. That was super cool of you. Where's my ending?